and the you, the spirit that is inside, the soul of who you are, is ready to go somewhere. And I think almost anyone would agree that it doesn't go nowhere. If you've ever seen a person lay in a casket, and I've experienced many deaths, you realize they're gone. That is a carcass. That is their body. You treat it with respect because you treated the person with respect. But there's nothing to it. They're not there anymore. That's why people get cremated. They are buried. They are... some people have closed casket because the body doesn't matter. That's just what we as physical beings still want to hold on to something to look at. That's why a lot of people who are cremated have pictures around of their life, because we want to hold on to something to look at. But that's really not what matters. What matters is, where did they go? And in the end of life, everybody's going to have to ask that question. What is eternal? How do you live for something that outlasts this life? And I would say, I would offer to you, Jesus Christ is the answer to that question. And if you explore him through the Holy Bible, he promises, if you seek him, you will find him when you seek him with all of your heart. Well, I guess I should start now with some makeup. Liner. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work. We'll just use this one. This is one of my favorites lately, and I'll tell you why. This is Tarteist, T-A-R-T-E, Tarteist, T-A-R-T-E-I-S-T. It has a crayon on one end, and it has a felt tip like pen, not ink, but felt tip end instead of a brush on the other. And what do we know about this? It's thicker than, say, let me just show you, than really my favorites, which are the DHC Liquid Eyeliner EX. This is an actual brush, like a brush that you would see on a very fine artist's palette. This one's the brush right here, and this one's felt tip. I don't know if you can see the difference. The felt tip will be wider. The brush can be wider when you mash down, but if you don't, it can be much thinner. Well, lately, because I'm usually in a hurry, I just want it wider because they'll just go faster. For older women, first of all, you don't want that big glob of makeup I just had there. Always have your makeup towel out. It doesn't have to say makeup on it. Just get you a black towel so you don't mess up your white towels. Or a dark towel, a gray towel, whatever you want. Just something that's not your regular nice towels. If I go down like that, because this hood skin, do you see that? Goes down, you will miss the line. So it's best to go straight across, because when that goes down, it will make the line appear bent. Watch. Straight across. See, that's a straight line? Now look how it looks like it's bent. It's because that skin's bending down. Okay, I know why. This one's about out. And when it's running out, it's not going to do very smoothly. Like that didn't do very smooth. Let's try again. A little higher. Wow, almost made it straight across. See how that is a straight line. But look how, when you look at me, it's not. See the difference? Now that's a trick for older ladies. For you young ladies, you may want to make the little, you know, the little bend in it, in the curve for the end. Some people like a straight line because they actually like the style of the way that looks. They may do that with their eyebrows too. Like I like an arched brow. Some people like a straight across brow. Like it goes like that instead of like up, down. That's just a little fishtail now. It's okay, we're going to work it. Always fill in back here. Actually, that now just looks like an error. And I had a little bump up there. So, what do you do when you have an error? I like these things to happen on camera because this is what happens in real life. I keep these. These are called Face Secrets dual-ended cotton applicators. This is different than a regular Q-tip, or cotton bud is what Q-tip's a brand. Cotton bud is the actual device. See how it looks like a cotton bud, but when you turn it sideways, it's thin, it's flat. This end is pointed, so you would never put this in your ear. You could bust your eardrum with this. But the good thing about that little point is it's really good, and I've talked too long. Yes, I'm using my unspit. Somebody may go, oh my gosh, that's ugly. Or that's gross. Here's another thing that I want to say about that. She is on a binge. I let that dry too much while I was talking. Y'all, I'm going to have to get a Neutrogena makeup wipe. This is one of those little individuals. You can get a pack of, I think it's like 30 of these, which is great to have. You just buy one of these a month at the grocery store and you'll have one for every day. Plus you can throw one of these in your travel bag or your handbag. Now, what I'm going to do is take this because it's nice and thick. And they're so moist. And not all of them are. I'm going to put this tip in there because I'm trying to get very pointed on what I'm trying to correct. Right there. Right there. Right there. Yeah. Okay. And honestly, now I'm going to have to probably do that over here just to keep a nice clean edge. Now with that, if you'll notice, that left some residue. So I've got to clean that up. Oh, and I'm seeing a lot of little hairs that I need to clean up. It's time to trim. And I've shown y'all the little shaver, but I'll show you that. You can even use your leg shaver, just be careful. But when you get up, around in here on your face. But when you get up in the eye area, you need to get one of those kind. And here's the really good thing about this. If we use our eyelash curler, every once in a while, use a makeup wipe and just clean your eyelash curler besides usually wiping it off with a cloth afterwards. Don't ever use a tissue because the rubber part of that eyelash curler will retain all that tissue and get it in your eyes. So you don't want to do that. And I don't think I brought an eyelash curler in here with me again. Y'all, why do I keep taking them out of here? I don't know. Wow, I'm on a rage or something. I don't know. Straight across. And then come down and make that little V. Make sure it connects with the bottom of your eye. Look how when I... See how it looks bent? It is a straight line, look. And then I'm going back right along the lash line because I didn't get close enough to it. You want to make sure that your liner gets to the lash line so you don't have any skin showing in between your lashes, which is the whole point of liner. I'm going all the way in this time. I'm going all the way in. There we go. And this skipped. And the reason it skips is because I got older skin. It's not taut. Some people pull that skin taut before they do their liner to keep this from happening. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm just using the tip end to fill in where that skipped. Almost like a paint set. There we go. Pulling that down here. But keeping it straight across up here. There. I think that's close. Yep. You never can get your eyes exactly the same. Have you ever noticed that? The other end is also liner. I've already done it, but I'll show you because I'll just reinforce. It is a crayon liner. And you do that right on your waterline. Right at the base of the lashes. And that makes sure that there is no, I got fallout. That makes sure there's no color in between the lower lashes. So this is a great product also to have in your purse because it's good for touch-ups in case. I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it almost is. So, that, y'all, is my thing for the day because I don't have, well, I am going to put on just a touch of concealer. This is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline in color Fair. And I'm just going to dot right under here. I'm not even going all the way out this time. I'm very dry today and it shows. And so what I'm going to do, I'm not even going down by my nose or anything. It's very little that I'm putting on. And it's right there in the area that's dark. And I'm literally going to pat it. I can pat it up, maybe a little smoothing, and then just pat it. So what I've got on my fingers is patting it in, all the way into the nose bone, all the way down the side of the nose, maybe even into this big long wrinkle here to kind of lighten it up. Then I'm going to take another finger that isn't touched and pat over it again to take some off. And then I'm just going to smooth out the edges so there's no line. So, do you see how I crossed over? Sometimes you can get an angle better that way. Right here, right here. And what am I going to do? I'm wiping off on my cloth with my fingers. That's why I always keep a cloth handy, because you always need one. I've had my eyelashes that I was doing. For one thing, this does need to, the liner needs to dry a second. Then I would, after I use my eyelash curler, definitely wipe it off here. Today I could have, so I feel like I'm wasting a wipe here. Well, I could clean down my desk a little because it has a little makeup here and there. But you can use your makeup wipe for that. Be careful, because you can't use the makeup wipe on everything. This particular desk is a laminate, it's not real wood, and so it's okay. And also I had makeup there, but that's not the way you like dust your wooden desk. I don't want y'all going to cheat. She's a makeup wipe on her desk. Yeah, so this isn't usable now, so that's going in the trash. This is also going in the trash, which was a tissue that I used to blot sweat. But again, don't use tissues around your eye. Either wash your hands and use the very tip end of your fingers, or use a cotton bud of some sort, or use something that's made for the eyes. Don't ever use a tissue, because one thing, they're very drying. You know, it is wood. Wood pulp all broken down as, who knows, rags, and it's all sanitized, and then not great for skin that's unmoisturized in the first place. I am on such a rant today. I think I have the opposite of coffee going on. If you're hyperactive, by the way, things that normally speed up other people slow you down. That's why Ritalin works. It's actually a form of speed, or I don't know if it's an actual amphetamine. I guess it would be in that class, but it actually speeds you up. And for a hyperactive person, that makes them drop. It has to be done just right. Therefore, I'm very wary about anybody being put on Ritalin. Especially the old Ritalin was not the same. It was not as good as the new Ritalin that really is helping people to slow down enough to be able to do well in school, etc., etc. My mother believed that I would learn self-control. How do you think I did? Okay, well, I gotta go. I've got to go. I love y'all very much. And it's cutting off at just the right time. So, comment below what you think about everything, and I love you so